very interesting time that people have an unprecedented amount of time with themselves. And it's ideal if you want to be self-reflective and start dealing a little bit more efficiently and effectively and happily with your own self. This is a really good time to do that. I mean, when does this happen? That everybody has a significant amount of time to be able to be self-reflective.
I think I started asking more questions about things. I started questioning even the clarity in which the people around me actually see. So one thing I realized was that there weren't really a lot of people, if any, around me that I could actually approach and even ask these questions that I had to. At least for myself,
Yes.
When I was going through that kind of initial awakening, then I experienced incredible night terrors and panic attacks, especially at night. And if I would express these things to my friends, they would usually just be like, you're just thinking too much about things and you're just focusing on the
Man up, bro.
Relax, dude, come on. It's like you're killing my buzz here. Like I couldn't drop them. Just somehow or other, what I was feeling was too intense and strong, and I was not able to drop it. And when I started practicing meditation at the time, and types of techniques of reflection and introspection, of going into my inner kind of self and seeing my white and black qualities, then I would say that was a good start, where I actually started and trying to honestly and objectively reflect on what I am right now.
Most people don't want to open Pandora's box because they think that something's wrong with them, but they're not. They don't completely believe it.
Yeah,
and if we start looking at this stuff, I'm going to get evidence, empirical evidence, that there really is something wrong with me. I think that's what keeps people out of that box. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yes, it can be a very painful experience, and generally people equate pain with negativity. That pain is a negative attrition to that experience or quality, whereas pain is actually just like anything else. It actually doesn't have a quality. We, by our mind, infer upon it some meaning, and generally in the Western world, pain is given a negative meaning. But I think with a more holistic approach, and especially a spiritual perspective, pain can be seen as a very powerful force of transformation, which in that case is actually very positive.
People feel uncomfortable and they put it in a box and slide it under the bed and not deal with it.
Yeah.
So you, at some point, you decided this is the first threshold of transformation, and that my finding is that I've known for a long time that people are not turning and meeting themselves, and they're not facing themselves, and they're not facing their emotions. There is people are numbing out, and I don't mean with prescriptions, and I don't mean with alcohol, and I don't mean with cannabis, and I'm not talking about self-medicating, but they are doing that too. But it's like they're numbing out from their own feelings and from their own experience of themselves. People are numbing themselves because they're afraid of what they're feeling. And whatever you're feeling, whatever it is, I promise you it's a lie. There's an illusion in it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're a perfect you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing for you to actually be concerned about who you are. And I think that being able to start, and I can prove it as well, is really turn and face yourself. And it doesn't mean you have to deal with all of it. Just, walk a couple steps, and the very first rock that you see, where it's a negative emotion of some kind, a belief of some kind, just a little one, you pick it up and you get it onto the table. And then it's about finding the lie, that's in the middle of that negative belief, that negative feeling about you or about the world. You wouldn't be numbing unless there is something. So once you get that little rock up onto the table, If you can't find the lie in it, I can. I know how to find the lie in all, because I know it's illusionary and I know what the human condition is. And we're all pretty much believing the same things within a spectrum or a continuum. And it's a skill. It's a skill to be able to see a lie in that. So if you don't have the skill, find somebody who does. But I really think now that numbing out is no longer like, it no longer needs to be an option. If there's a time to stop numbing out, this is it. And if I say that all of that you're feeling in there that's negative is an illusion, then maybe it's worth your time and effort to be able to, stop, turn, and face yourself.